Welcome back to Noob Plays GeoGuessr, episode 7 of A Community World. Uh, so we're in Colombia and we're near Giraldo. Girardot? That's not it. Any other Federation Nacional de... I don't know what cafeteros is. Coffee makers? Coffee growers? I'm scanning again for Giraldo, but if I don't find it soon, I'm just going to plonk outside of Bogota, because that's usually a safe plonk. And, yeah, okay, it's not a huge town, but it shows up. Whatever. So I've played 250 games, as that shows. Got this little cross thing here. I think this is typically found in Spain, would be my guess, or some South American countries. Sun's in the south, though, so I'm thinking we're probably in Spain, dry Spain, so maybe somewhere in this area. Somewhere around here. Okay. It was in Greece. Well, guess that little cross meta is not as much of a meta as I thought. Flowers, Kaplaki. Very interesting streetlights here. We're driving right. Sun is almost due west. But I don't know where these lights are. I can't quite make out. I mean, this is the red flowers. Could be a towel. Kapalake, Hakanlar. Is this maybe? I have a red. I don't know if that's a street sign. I think that is a red street sign. But I don't know where this is. I mean, these red roofs kind of feel like they could be maybe Croatian. See if I can find the Vikenis. This might be somewhere else Baltic-ish. This, I think it says Vikenis, feels more like Lithuanian or potentially Latvian, Estonian. So I'm going to kind of go somewhere in Lithuania, and it was actually outside of Turkey. Okay. Well, it was in Turkey, outside of Istanbul. Driving left. Sun is east, due east, driving left. English. This feels very Ireland to me. I'm going to go Ireland. That's kind of my gut instinct. I'm not sure where, but it was Ireland. This feels Russian or Baltic. Big time. Sun is in the southeast, so that would track for that area. We have white plates with blue stripe. If you're feeling Russian or Baltic and you've got those plates, because I think those are EU plates. I don't know. This doesn't necessarily feel like Serbia. Maybe Slovenia. Slovakia, perhaps? Somewhere in here. Let's go Slovakia. Just plonk. It was Estonia. So, not. It did feel Baltic. So, 15K. Europe area needs a little bit of work. Go again. Sun might be in the north. I'm going to say the sun is probably in the north. This hat seems very common in Southeast Asia. I think we're driving left-ish. Pig. Where would look like this in Southeast Asia? This looks like volcanic rocks. So to me, that has me somewhere out this way in Indonesia. I remember seeing maybe down here. All right, not a bad shout. It was on, I don't know what island this is, but it was. I remember seeing volcanic rock in that area. Siad Lane Strood. I think this is going to be Austria with Strood, or maybe Germany. Strood. This isn't Locam. Is it Locam? This might be Locam. This might be Switzerland. I can't tell if it's Locam or Gen 2, but might be. I mean, I thought Austria, so let's kind of go near Zurich. Maybe a little bit more towards Bern. I think it's a little bit flatter in this area. I mean, we still got hills, but we're not like in the Alps, so find a little side street somewhere there. And it was England. Strood is a town name. I thought that was like street. Okay. We have a script here that puts us in Southeast Asia. Not sure which country yet. Driving left. Cannot make out those poles, but I might be able to make out a pole that is closer. Hard to distinguish that. What do we have here? That's not helpful. Is this a square? Is this a tie pole? This kind of looks like it could be a tie pole with the holes at the bottom and being square. And this would check out for Thailand. We have mountains to our west, and it feels like we might have coast to our north. So that would kind of put me maybe somewhere down here. And it was on the border of Thailand, and there is water to the north, but it's not a coast. Or Thailand border of Laos. Here's another one. Bekalan Air. Not sure which country that is yet. Might be Philippines. Older coverage. We are driving left, which I think the Philippines does. I know they also use primarily Latin script. What do we have? These pole tops, these colored pole tops are unique, like they're unique, but I don't know what they are. This is an interesting way of doing a service loop. Boy, this doesn't look like anywhere in particular. This might be Bangladesh. But that's not the right script. So is it is it Philippines or is it Indo? I almost want to say this feels more Indo than Philippines. Indo or Malay. If it's Malaysian, I want to say we're somewhere on the island. I don't think we're on mainland here. I think it's a little too flat. There are rolling hills. We were on island Melee. Got the right country. Driving right, red soil. This is an interesting bus stop sign. I don't know what country that is. I'm not seeing a follow car, though, which is interesting. Accra? Transport of something bus service. Accra, Cape Coast. So I think this is going to be Ghana, maybe? Oh, yes, Ghana. So Accra, something. Accra, Moncassim, Cape Coast. So I think we're probably just outside of Accra here. All right. Well, a little bit farther away, but that was a decent one, 17K. I mean, it was not decent by a lot of people's standards, but it's decent by mine. We'll do one more here. And we'll start off in... Can't tell which direction. I think we are driving left, which makes sense because sun's in the south. When I was looking around, this felt England, UK to me for some reason. I don't think that's part of the poll. I think it's something else. But this just felt England, UK to me. Pretty far north, though. But we are driving left. We are in the northern hemisphere. So that would check out. Like this house right here is kind of what made me think. We might even be in Ireland, like up here. I kind of feel like we're either there or we're here, one of these two. But I almost want to say Ireland. Oh, we were in Czechia, so we weren't driving left. It just looked like it. And we are back in, not sure which country, but we have a white car. These are American-ish style chevrons, but this is not an American road. We have a yellow-green guardrail with wood, so definitely not the U.S. This does feel like it could be potentially Mexico, although I think Mexico usually has yellow center lines. We are driving left. So the sun should be in our north. Okay. So driving left, sun in the north. I think we're in South Africa. Or potentially Botswana, but I think we're kind of in this area here. West of Pretoria. Nope. We're in Chile, which I guess we weren't driving left after all. Well, that's what I get. Long dashed lines. I cannot remember if that... Is it who's got these? I forget who's got that one. But the long dashed lines, I think short or Sweden. We have sun in the south. Might be France, but it feels more... It feels a lot more... more like Norway than anything else. I don't think it's Sweden. I don't think it's Finland. But it feels like we're very far north with like scrub trees. I don't think we're Iceland. But I don't know. Could we be in Russia? I don't think anywhere in Russia looks like this, but you never know. I don't know where this one is, but it feels like super far north somewhere. So I don't know if those are Finnish, and it feels mountainous. You know what? I am going to send up here and just hope. It was Norway, but it was a lot further south than I had anticipated. We have a bridge here, a bridge on which we are driving right. Got some language there. We've got these kind of interesting poles here. We have white outer, white center. Sun is, where is the sun? Directly overhead, possibly a little bit, like the slightest bit north. Close to the equator, wherever we are. We're close to the equator, I think. Maybe to touch south. This feels kind of Southeast Asian to me. We've got a white solid center line. Watch this be like Russia or something. These poles, though, I don't know. They got holy at the top. They got that like reflector thing at the bottom. I can't make that out, but we're driving her right. So would that put us in like, I forget, Indo doesn't drive right, does it? Or do they? No, Indo drives left. Which is the country, Southeast Asian country where they drive right? Philippines, I think, also drives left, but I got to find a interchange somewhere I can look this up at. Yeah, I don't know. No, Philippines drives right. So I think maybe we're in the Philippines. And we've got to be pretty close to the equator if we are. So I'm going to kind of go way down here. And it was Chile. Again, no idea how it was Chile there, but that it was. Wow, super red soil, but very green. I feel like this is either going to be Australia or like Kenya with soil this red. But I feel like Australia's red soil isn't in an area that feels like a rainforest, so I think we're in Kenya. Kenya or maybe even Uganda. Are we in Uganda by chance? Maybe that's a little too populated. Let's see if I can line this up. We've got a kind of north-south bridge. So maybe here. It was, I mean, Brazil does have red soil, but that is the worst game of GeoGuessr I have ever played. So enjoy that. And on that note, keep guessing.